Okay. Usually when I do these kind of streams, I get a sore throat, so hopefully I don't get one today. But as usual, we will be reviewing. I should probably put this there instead of whatever this message. There we go. This is there. Pin that. So, looking at new cards again. I know some people have already seen all the cards. I have not yet. So, oops. I will just be looking at all of the cards today. Usually I am very wrong with these set reviews. I don't think anyone is more wrong than me actually. So, let's see. Just everything I say, it's the opposite is true. I think in general. So let's see what I can get wrong today. Start with the leaders. This is I don't know what this is. Is this Rune? I don't know who she is, but I guess she's one of the leaders. Oh, she is Rune. There you go. Pretty nice looking leader. I am a fan. And we have of course the Haven leaders. Honestly, the leaders generally don't miss. I think all of the leaders look nice. And then these are the full art. This is Althenia, Lurturing Blue. I believe this is Forest. And then we have Yitmetra, which is the sword legendary. So I think this is Sword's first signature card. Alright, fully animated, sorry, not basically a signature card, so we can finally have one of those. I don't think I'll be able to get her because 350 is a lot of pools, so yeah. And these are the character introductions, which you can look in your own time. I'm not looking at them. Look at some new cards. I will start with the neutrals because I always start with the neutrals just to see what other cards that everyone has to work with before we look at the individual class cards. I also do have the game, the actual game itself in the background if you look here. Oops. I do have the game in the background as well, there. So if we need to look up any cards, we can do that. But for now, we'll just look at some new stuff. So this is Omega Totep, which that's a pretty interesting art there. Let's see what it does. 9 cost 4/4 neutral legendary. It does have the encroacher trait. We shall see if that actually does anything. Fanfare, activate 2 random abilities, destroy random enemy follower, deal 2 damage to the enemy leader, recover 2 play points, give this for +4/+4, and activate it where it can go infinite. Wait, this card is an OTK. This card is an OTK, you just play it and then it loops its own. It can just loop 2 and 4 10 times and your opponent dies. This is Ololan. And then Super Evolve just does it again. I mean, it's interesting. I don't think it's very good. It's a bit you play this when you don't know what's gonna happen, you just sort of pray. But why are you playing a card that you need to pray will get you out of things? Yeah, I don't think this is good. It's interesting. I'll try it. I wouldn't mind trying it, maybe in the control deck or something. But I don't think it's very good. It doesn't really like do that much. That is good. Although if you manage the RNG, you can kill your opponent from full with this card, but other than that, eh. I mean, I like the design though. I just don't think it's good. Yeah, next card. Dark Dimensions. All costs count down 2 at the end of your turn due to damage to all non-encroacher followers. So the encroacher trait is it's one of the few traits that do something. Well, actually that's not true. A lot of traits do something nowadays. 4 costs AoE twice at the end of your turns. You spend 4, do AoE 2, and the next thing you do AoE 2 again. It helps you clear Imari, so it's not like the worst thing ever. But is it good? Maybe Haven can play it. I know Haven has amulet stuff because they revealed it in stream. But if your opponent is playing encroacher stuff as well, then it becomes a bit less good because you don't clear those. I feel like most classes have better removal than this, right? I mean, it's not bad. I don't hate it. I just don't think it's that good either. Probably not worth running. Ooh. Beast Lord of the Dark, 6 cost 3/3 fanfare. Give this for true random abilities from Stormbane, Intimidate, Drain, Aura Bearer. This card's a monster. This card's gonna piss people off so much. They're going a lot more random. With this set and last set, they're really moving in a random direction, which I don't know if it's that good for the game. The stats are quite bad though. For 6 cost. And none of these are reliable. I hate playing these cards that like can't be, like don't have random effects. Some of them are good, like Ololan is like good. But like whenever I play cards with random effect, it just it makes me so anxious that I don't know what the effects will be. I just don't dare to ever play them even though they might be the best play. So personally, I don't like this kind of effects. And I just don't think this card is that good at a 6 cost 3/3. Maybe if it was like, maybe after rotation, if we need deck filler, you can consider this. But for now, there's no like real synergy either with any cards that I've seen, so I don't really think this card is that good. Wait, does it have Encroacher? It doesn't have Encroacher either. 3 cost Amulet, engage, select a card in your hand and transform into an exact copy of a random card in your opponent's deck. Wait, this card is hilarious. Wait, the OTK is real. So you can use this. You can use this as Haven. You play Haven, you use this Amulet to steal your opponent's Lishana. And then you use Lishana to activate your Encroacher, and then you have OTK on turn 10 by just spamming the spell on the egg, cause the egg will keep summoning more eggs. It's a meme card, I don't think it's good. But it's a meme card, so... I've seen Omega, yeah, I've seen the legendary. I'm looking at the legendary. This card is the next Ololan. Now that Ololan's been nerfed, this card's the next Ololan. We can kill opponent 20 to 0 with this. You just need to roll the effect 2 and 4 like 10 times in a row and you just win, right? GG easy. Why even bother running Sandler Farm? You can just run this instead. This one I don't think is that good. This one looks like a meme, but it's a funny meme, and you can run it. If Egg is like really the most popular deck by a wide margin, you run this in Haven. You use this to steal their eggs, and then you use the eggs for your own legendary. That is my cope. Yeah, the unlimited fanfare roller, it's great. I think most of these cards aren't very good, but you know, interesting. They're looking good. I don't really know how to feel about them going in a more random sort of direction with the card design from this set and the previous set though. This card is garbage. Next. 2-2-1. Last words, D1 never said enemy leader. We have Leper Gnome in this game now, I guess. Maybe you can play in 2-6 Shakudo. Is there a way to abuse this? Reanimate 2 abuse? Can you abuse this in Abyss? I don't know. Seems pretty bad. Alright, those are no neutrals. This one's interesting. And the rest seem like not very good. I wouldn't say terrible. These two are terrible. Okay, let's look at what Forest is working with. Is this Sathanit? Outlands has the Encroacher. 1 cost 1/1, okay. Forest 1 cost legendaries are usually good. Reduce your face value by 10 to add Depths of the Outlands to your hand and give your face. Wait, is Depths of the Outlands? No, it's not. Depths of the Outlands to your hand. And give your faith whenever an allied follower evolves, do you want them? Oh wait, Evil Forest support, okay. Okay, I like it. Evil Forest support. And it has Drain. This is good. I think this is good. 1 cost. Oh, the 1 cost only works after you have enough faith. 10 is a lot though. 10 is a lot. 10 is like quite late. So unless there is more free Evo support in the cards which I haven't seen yet, 10 is a bit late. But when it pops off, it pops off. Also, by the way, I have a question about all of the Faith cards. If you use Shamnacha's Super Evo to steal this, can you then use their effect, since it just says reduce your Faith, it doesn't specify that it has to be this card's Faith? Does anyone know? If you can just use Shamnacha to steal this and then use this thing's effect. But anyway, this card is definitely gonna be good if you're playing Evil Forest. I don't know if Evil Forest in general is good, but if you're playing Evil Forest, this card goes hard. Althenia, Nurturing Bloom. Summon 3 copies of Spring Bloom Fairy. You think no? I'm gonna test it, I think. I need to test it. When it comes out, I'll test it. It costs 7/7. Summon 3 copies of Spring Bloom Fairy, can attack 2 times per turn, Super Evolve, select enemy, fall on the field and destroy it, and Spring Bloom is... Oh my lord! Imagine it won't work with Sham. Oh, this is a Pixie follower. Wait, this is a Pixie follower, hold on. Doesn't Arya's crest... This thing gets Storm from Arya. Isn't this insane? Isn't this really good? You can't free evolve the fairies until the end of the turn, which I guess is a bit of a shame. But if it didn't want that, it would be kind of broken. You can build your own Grimnir with this card, and it's 4 evils. Your Skybound art count is so fast with this card, and like the fact that it's super evil isn't super vital is pretty good as well, because I think I would like the sword cards I will get there. Like, because when you have what's the card's name? The something associate, you know, the 5-cost crest that evolves the first thing you play in the turn. Like, it's not even that bad with this, because the super evil isn't that vital to this thing's effect. So like, you don't even mind doing that. I think this card is good. I think both of these are very good, and it's not roads up. It's like actual. Okay, I don't know about very good, but I think these are both good cards, and it's like actual Evil Forest support, which I'm pretty happy with. You might not even need to run Congregant anymore in this deck. It's pretty nice. You even have healing with this thing's Drain as well. This Drain is you cannot underestimate this Drain. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. If I was Forest me, I would be pretty happy with this. Nurturing Outland, select a mode. Activate destroy random enemy follower with the highest attack, or summon a Spring Bloom Fairy. Pre-cost to summon a 1/1 ward. Destroy random enemy follower with the highest attack. I'm assuming you're mostly playing it for mode 1, but even then, I don't think it's worth it. Unless you really need to clear Intimidate, I don't think this card is worth running. Merciful Attendant, summon have to just abandon fairies and just replace them with Spring Bloom Fairies now. Whenever an allied follower evolves, restore 1 defense to your leader. Oh wait, no! Oh, sorry, I forgot the Spring Bloom Fairy can evolve as well, so it does that. The 3/3 ward, yeah, sorry, my bad, I misread that part. I still don't think this is really worth running. But you can definitely evolve very fast with this package. This will generally heal you too, I guess. It's a pretty big stats at 5/5 as well. It can get you some fairly big... It It trades over Zirconia. It trades evenly with Norman and Galamir, which is, well, pretty evenly with Galamir doesn't really mean much because of the war from the Spring Bloom Fairy, I guess. But Forest can advance Skybloom Art so fast now. I don't know about this card, I'm not too sure. I don't get the vibe of it's gonna be amazing. You think it's mandatory if you're gonna play the Faith? That is true. This gets your Faith 1 faster. This one gets your Faith 1 faster. Evolving on 3. Oh, but like it's not instant evolves at the end of the turn, which is a bit sad. Hey, but 3/3s trade evenly with Imari's little buddies, so that's pretty nice. This card is strong as hell. Crazy? Insane? Like, this card is great, I think. It feels bad to play off for 5 though, but like, you're playing Grand Jita. You're so down bad you're playing Grand Jita. Some Forest, Evil Forest is so down bad we're playing freaking the 3-cost Unkilling Amulet, so I think this is pretty good. I think this looks pretty good to me. Wait. This is Albert on crack. It's Super Albert. I don't think anything plays this, but it's not like actually that bad. It storms for 5 at base. This is not even that bad. I don't think anything plays it, but it's not that bad. Evil Forest already one of her favorites. The plot looks sick, yeah. I am pretty partial to Evil Forest myself, so this is pretty nice. Kindly Executor, add a Spring Bloom Fairy to your hand. Oh, do you play this over Fencer? Is it worth playing over Fencer? One attack kind of hurts. It doesn't trade very well into all the Portal 2-cost followers. But if this card was a 2-3, it would be too broken. It would just be better Fencer, right? The Spring Bloom is good. Maybe. I could see it. I can see this one being played. Advent of Outlands, deal 4 damage to all enemy followers, summon 2 copies of Spring Bloom Fairy. Maybe like a 1 or 2 off if you really need board clear. This is a meta call, I think. If you really need a board clear, you can consider it, but otherwise I don't think it's worth running. That one is a bit heavy for 2 followers. Monkey of Paradise, Fanfare combo 3. Evolve this follower. Ooh, is this good? It's a bit empty synergy because you are sort of running a bunch of these like Spring Bloom Fairies. But then again, if you're playing the Aria package, you probably want Titania and you have a bunch of fairies as well from there. Yeah. I don't see it. I think this card is not worth running. Yeah, I don't think this is worth running. It feels like it'll be very clunky if this combo 3. Although there is a the Spring Bloom Fairy has something to make Forest like Ward Haven. I mean, basically, yeah, they are. It is. It feels clunky, but then again, the combo with Miroku is... It's hard to pass up the synergy with Miroku here. You can just play Miroku and just use that to refund play points, right? I don't know, I'm not too optimistic on this one, but we shall see what the Forest mains cook up. 4/4/4, add a Spring Bloom to your hand, evolve, summon a Spring Bloom. This competes with Titania for your 4-cost slot. It's not even good going first either. I don't believe in this one. I think this one's fake. Yeah, I don't believe in this one. So for Forest, the legendaries look solid. The golds aren't bad. Why Forest didn't get an Accelerate? Because of Roach. Forest is and has been paying the Roach tax. That's the only reason why we didn't get Forest doesn't get a Accelerate. It's the Roach tax. The legendaries look solid. The golds don't look pretty nice as well. This one looks pretty strong to me, but it might be not quite there. This one also looks pretty decent. This one has like interesting potential, but I don't think it ends up being worth running. The bronzes are situational at best, is my take on the Forest cards. 6-6 behind a 3-3 ward on turn 4 is kind of wild though. Wait. How good is a 6-6 behind a 3-3 ward? Wait. I mean, other than the fact that the obvious fact that it just dies to Imari. Maybe I'm underestimating this one. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. The fact that Evil Forest payoff isn't relegated to Skybound Art is good though, because then it doesn't mean that if you just don't draw Skybound Art, you just lose the game. And having more source of Evil makes the deck less reliant on Evil and Associate as well, which is pretty good. Overall, I would say this looks pretty solid for a set that supports Evil without having to support a Roach. Alright, it's sword time. I do not like the look of those bronze. This one looks like it has potential. This one looks like it has potential. This one has a cute art. Okay, I don't hate these. Let's like actually look at the cards though. Yinmetra, Elt Sword. This one has Encroacher. Oh, it has Faith. Enhance. Oh, Sword is going the Enhance route. Alright. Add a Depths of the Elt Sword to your hand. Evolve, reduce your Faith by 5 to give it. Whenever you play an Enhanced card, give all allied foes on the field +1/+1. The Albert hits for 14 now. So letting enemy follow on the field and deal it 1 damage. Enhance 1, deal 3 damage instead. What enhance does Sword have right now? Let me look this up. Where's the enhance button? Okay, let's just switch over here. So these are the enhance cards. Randall? No thank you. This one, honestly, it's not even that bad for answering Imari. Serenity Shield goes pretty hard with the crest. Hound of War is pretty good, Vast is pretty good, Rose Knight is pretty good. This card is kind of mid. Database is good, Albert is obviously good, and this card is pretty good too. Okay, also have some pretty decent options so far. Let's see what the new stuff has. This card... Ooh, I don't know what the +1/+1... I mean, it just instantly buffs your Zeta Bay, I guess. It buffs your Albert as well. One cost deal 3 is not awful. Why is she so sore? She's so small, but the sword is so big. I would definitely try this though, I think. This looks not too bad to try. Let's see what... Noel the 4th. Ruthless Warlord. Summon a Fearless Soldier and give it Bane. And Enhance 7, summon a Fearless Soldier and give it Drain. Enhance 8 summon a Fearless Soldier and give it Storm Super Evolve, give all allied foes on the field +1/+1. Draconia on crack. And it has Rush. So you get a 2/2 with Bane, you get a 2/2 with Drain, and you get a 2/2 with Storm. And then if you use the... If you have the Faith, you have the Faith, they all get +1/+1. You can Storm for 3 or 4 of the Super Evil. Okay. For 6? Well, even for 6 it's not that bad actually. Okay. I don't hate it. Pretty interesting stuff. I need to see what the enhancer part for this set is though. This card I think I've seen. This card looks quite good in this deck. Very good in this deck, quite good in general. I don't know if Loot bothers playing this though because Loot has the world's strongest draw spell. One cost draw or deal 3 damage and then enhance 3, activate both instead. Enhance 3 to kill something and draw a card is pretty solid. Has the Encroacher trait as well. Does the Fearless Soldier have Encroacher trait? It does not. Okay. I mean, if you're playing the enhanced deck, this is definitely worth running. It's pretty solid. I love Strategist. This is the one with the alt art. She's just eating pancakes. Oh, that's a pretty cute art actually. That's a pretty cute art. What about the original one? That's pretty nice. Select enemy follow on the field and destroy it. Okay, good fanfare. Unkei got rotated out. She was played for one set and then now Unkei is gone. Her Enhanced 6 recovers 3 play points, which means you can play her for 3. And you still get the fanfare, I believe, yeah. And then you get Fearless Soldier with his Enhanced 3 as well. So at 6 play points, you can get 2 enhancers off. Pretty solid stuff. Okay. I mean, it looks solid. It looks like a pretty good card for the archetype. Art removal is nice to have. One cost. It gives you a crest, okay. Majestic Conquest, gain crest, Majestic Conquest. Enhanced 3, delay the card with your crest by 2. Whenever you play an enhanced card, come up with a sword. This is pretty good. Is there an enhanced 2 right now that we have? I still have an enhanced 2. It does not. That's a bit lame. But if you play this on turn 1, it does nothing. Because you can't, unless you coin. You can play this on turn 1 and then coin and enhance. But mostly you'll be enhance this for 3, which gives you 3 turns of this effect. The rally's pretty good actually from this card. Enhanced Soldier is pretty solid for answering early followers. Okay, I see it. Why? Why? What's the point? What does this do? What? Why? Who is this for? This card's garbage. Loyal Guard. Enhance 4, give this +2/+2 and has a ward. Okay. Let him hold on the field, do 3 damage. Okay. This is not bad. The payoff for this deck kind of seems to be Albert, which I'm not sure how I feel. A decent card, I think. I mean, Probably not. It's not the worst turn 5 play ever. It also doesn't answer They made this thing weaker than Imari on purpose, I swear. They made it so that they are 2/2 so that it can't answer Imari. Seems mid. I don't think it's worth it. Select card in your hand, return it to the deck, draw 2 swap followers. If it wasn't a 4/3/5, this would actually be a really good card, but because it's a 4/3/5, this card is awful. And this card is staple in this deck. Super staple. 2/2 rush is already good, and house tree is like decent. Hey, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be good, but it looks pretty fun, so I'm not complaining. How does this deck win? With Albert, probably. You probably win with Albert. This is how this well, Albert and Zeta Bay and Vals. Okay, I see the vision. I think this is playable. Is it better than Loot? Let's not think about it. Oh yeah, in this one becomes a waifu as well. You get so much value out of this art because all her Fearless Soldier tokens also become this art. I think it looks fun. I don't know if it's very good, but I think it looks fun, so I am on board. It feels like it dies to Imari though. Doesn't really solve Swords, might make a lot of stat check boards. Yeah. I like summoning followers and buffing them. See, the problem is that I like playing... one of the reasons why I like playing Sword is because I like board-based decks. The problem is that Shadowverse is not conducive to board-based decks. The only way for board-based decks to work in this game is just to stat check people to death. Which, I mean, it's you have to pick your evil here. Do you want to get stat checked to... Do you want to get stack checked to death, or do you want to get OTK'd from 20? It's one or the other here. That's the only way to play Shadowverse, so... it's sort of the evil you have to work with. I don't even think this deck is that good, actually, to be honest with you. You can stack this effect quite a lot, though. You can probably do like... Oh, but you need to evolve every time you want to use it is a problem. Kind of sad that you have to evolve this every time you want to use this effect. You can use this effect 3 times and then make your Albert Storm for 18. If you want to go hard, you can do that. Make your Albert Storm for 18. This is what I'll be playing on day 1 for sure. I don't know if it's that good, but I'll definitely be playing this on day 1, so we shall see, we shall see. I'm not complaining though, I'm pretty happy with these. Even if they're not that good, they look fun. And what are we playing with this game is if not for fun? Let's get Rune next. Is this gonna be the next Sephi? Let's see Faith. Whenever an allied crystal spawn enters the field, increase the Faith. This is gonna be the next Sephi, isn't it? Activates in hand whenever an allied crystal spawn enters the field. Oh, this is gonna be awful. Oh, the swingy, the high roll of this deck is gonna be miserable. I can already feel it. Summon 2 crystal spawns and give them Storm. Evolve at depths of the out crystals to your hand. 1/1 with Rush. Alright, is this gonna be chess or is this gonna be Sephi? It's chess? Yeah, it looks like chess. Summon a crystal spawn and give it +X/+X. X. Restore Y defense to your leader. Z. X, Y, Z randomly determine to add out your face value. Oh boy. Oh, it is chess. Wait, this is that one spell. Is that one spell with the spell boost? I forgot what it's called. That one spell boost spell that's the 6 cost. Where it's like it heals you or summon a golem and give it plus. It's that spell boost spell. I forgot what it's called. 1/1 Rush is pretty solid if you get enough of it. Okay, at least it's not too game breaking for the fanfare because this So the hero potential for this deck isn't that crazy. For now. This is the leader. Very nice looking leader. Summon 2 Crystal Spawn. Rain! That's good effect. Super Evolve, get her crest. Whenever allied Crystal Spawn attack, give it +2. Oh my god, this is chess. This actually is chess. Oh no. It's actually chess. Wait, I love chess though. I love playing chess when it was in the game. Okay, this looks interesting. You can run the backup 5 cost gold from the previous expansion as well to transform your whole deck into Odin. You're wishing out crystals. Select a mode to activate. Summon Crystal Spawn, give it +1 in Storm. Summon 2 copies of Crystal Spawn, give them +1. Enhance, activate all. I mean, this looks pretty decent. It clears quite well. That's plus base damage randomizer. Wait, so far everything looks fun. This is crazy. Unfair, summon 2 copies of Crystal Spawn. Evolve, give all like Crystal Spawn the field +1/+0. Zirconia at home. We have Zirconia at home. I mean, if you're playing this deck, you're definitely playing this, that's for sure. Playing Anna Crystal Spawn, destroy it, draw 2 Runecraft followers. This is a good card. Adventurous Grimnor. Enhance 6, summon 2 copies of this card. Rush! Last word, spell boost your hand. This is bad. Is it bad? I think it's bad. Enraptured Student. Summon 2 copies of Crystal Spawn. When allied Crystal Spawn enters the field, if restore 1 defense to your leader. This is good. You can spam Crystal Spawn quite well with this deck, so I think that's pretty good for the healing. Maybe you don't have to play Grillen Unleashed in every deck anymore. I just realized, did they not give sword healing? They didn't give sword healing, did they? Oh no. I guess we're stuck playing Grillen Unleashed for another expansion. 2 cost, 2 Crystal Spawn, good value. And first summon a Caravan Mammal. Give RF allied followers rush. This card is bad, but it's very funny. This card is bad, but it's funny, so I'm on board. And oh, you can main deck Crystal Spawn. And the Crystal Spawns are all encroachers. Is he gonna play this deck on the first day? Absolutely. Oh, we found out what this card is for! We've solved it. We know what this card is for now. It's to kill the Crystal Spawn. I don't think this deck will be good, but it looks fun. I don't think this deck is good, but it looks fun and I'm looking forward to playing it. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my conclusion on this one. Let's look at Dragon. Dragon's this card, I believe. Vorlalai. I don't know how to pronounce this card. Eld Blades. When this card is discarded, summon Vorlalai Eld Blades. 0-2 with Bane, and then he evolve. This is the evolve at the depths of Eld Blades to your hand, and super evolve at 3 copies. And then you add the depths of Eld Blades. When this card is discarded, do 1 damage to enemy leader and restore. And then if you play it, does the same thing, but you definitely don't want to be playing this. Can I chain this infinitely? Oh, I can't. I mean, this is not bad. The fact you have to evolve it is a bit questionable. I sort of thought this card would be crazy when I first saw it, but then the fact that you have to evolve it for the token is a bit eh. The difference between original Discard Dragon in the original game and this version of Discard Dragon is that you have Fan of Otohime in this game, which is very good for consistently having a discard effect whenever you need. +1 that synergizes well with this archetype as well, because they are looking to lean pretty aggressive, and that works well with Fan of Otohime because you are doing that already. So, I think it has potential, but I don't know if it's that good. 7 costs 5/4. This one has Storm and Bane and Aura, so it's already gonna piss people off that way. It's a Storm card that doesn't let them just answer with Odin, which is nice. Select card in your hand, discard it, add 2 copies of Spilling Red. And Spilling Red is the 1 cost spell. Select card in your hand, discard it, select any fall on the field and destroy it. This card is very good. It's the discard dragon version of Reaper's Death Slash. And Dragon has ways to generate tokens to discard anime with U-Base, Crest, and with a Gallon Mew, so you're not that low on hand even if you run this. Oh, this art is so good, by the way. It's too bad it's pay to win, but this art is so good. I mean, this card is pretty solid, so strong, I think. It's probably your main finisher for this deck, I would assume. Then again, there's always urns. Because urns. Beheading Outblades. When this card is discarded, if its cost is 7, add a Beheading Outblades to your hand. If instead it costs 5, if it costs 5, add it to your hand, cost 3, deal X damage to all enemy followers, X is this card's cost. That is a lot of free discard fodder. Definitely worth running if you are playing this deck. Well, actually, is it? It's not. The AoE's not that good. The AoE's not that good, but it's a lot of free discard fodder. I mean, it's pretty solid. I think it's worth running. It clears Imari. Always have to remember that it clears. Everything goes through the Imari check now because of how oppressive Imari is, right? It clears Imari, so that's pretty nice. Impeding Pugilist. Then first select a card in your hand, discard it, deal 6 damage to a random enemy follower, Ward and Barrier. Evolve. It's actually not that bad. I don't think there's space for it, but it's not that bad. I think the barrier the Ward with Barrier can get in the way a surprising amount of the time. But I don't think there's space for this. I think I'm probably running this. This is solid removal. And you have so much free value off your removal with this card and the bronze, which I believe has that as well, this one. It's a cool take on the discard archetype. I will say this is a very cool take on the discard archetype. Spike to Dragon. At the end of your turn, evolve this follower. When this follower evolves, this is garbage. 1 cost 4/5. Decisive Swordmaster. Select a card in your hand, discard it. Rush Barrier. Okay, not bad. I feel like you'd rather just pop Phantom Otohime though. But hey, it trades with basically anything at this cost. And it survives too because it has Barrier. Pretty decent. 2 cost for 2 damage is pretty decent PP to damage conversion rate. It's not amazing obviously, but it's also free discard fodder. It's okay. Not amazing. Okay. Fruit Fish. Dragon always has to get the fish card. This is a peach, and this is a... Is this still a peach? This is a peeled peach. It's a peach, isn't it? Enhance 6, summon 2 copies of Fruit Fish. Last word is resort the garbage. It looks interesting. I don't know if it's that good. I guess you play the Marine archetype with this card added in. You'll probably just get dunked by Imari transforming your fan, but... I mean, there are a decent amount of discard effects, so it's not even that bad. I don't think this is gonna become a top tier deck, but I think it can do pretty solid. Yeah, pretty decent. Not amazing, not awful either. Looks playable at least. Who knows? Alright, let's look at what Abyss has going on. Abyss really needs help right now, so let's see. Abyss gets Bibati's Elf Sight. Oh, there is no Faith. Well, there's already Shamnacha, so I guess that makes sense. Necromancy, okay. Evolve this follower. When this follower evolves, add depths of outside to your hand. Draw 2 cards. Cute. Arms? Depletive Demon. Hey, they finally add the Bloodcraft card design, which is making hot guys. Everyone knows Bloodcraft's main card art is hot half-naked guys, so I guess he counts. Aura, oh boy, can't be destroyed, oh boy. Flash oh no. Oh no, what have they done? Oh no. Wait, how do you kill this? You get 10 damage worth of non-targeting effect damage. That is crazy. Oh, you can super evolve actually. There's also just super evolve. This is the most hand-checked card on the planet. Medusa with aura. And can't be destroyed as well by abilities. So you can't use Bane to clear this. You actually need to deal 10 damage worth of stats. From either super evil or with effect damage. What are they? Wait, there's like no synergy here. What is this? Depletive outside. Okay, you have mode support. Recover an evil point or deal 2 damage to all enemy followers. I mean, this just looks pretty solid. This just looks pretty solid to me. Deprive Destroyer. Select an allied follower on the field. If you select one, destroy and evolve this follower. When this follower evolves, summon a bat and evolve it. This is evil support, and it's pretty decent evil support. I would say this is pretty solid stuff. Need evil, it's hard to drop the card on turn 9, but there's like so many ways to evo it. You can just save your evil. I don't think it's impossible to save your evil for this on turn 9. Can you imagine trying to clear this thing to 13/13 that can't be traded into with anything that can be destroyed because of this clash? And it can't be destroyed by abilities either. And if you let it live, you just die. They should make what's that? Wait, you can give this thing Storm. Oh, but you need the Super Evolve Laura to do that, so I guess it doesn't work. Unfortunate. We were so close to greatness. But I think this card is quite good. Allure of the Mightiest. Wait, this guy literally has a harem. What the heck is going on? Let an enemy follow on the field, banish it, and summon an exact copy of it. Hey, it's not a stealing effect. Another count to the anti-Wilbert tech. Wilbert just can't catch a break. You can steal your opponent's Albert and punch them for 12 damage as well, I guess. That's pretty funny. I don't know. I don't really feel this one. Enhance 7, give this follower Storm, okay. Evolve, select any follower and do 4 damage. We have Odin at home. Not good. Earnful Necromancer. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Enhance 8, reanimate 9, 3 4. So obviously you're supposed to reanimate this, I think. Wait, doesn't this just destroy Portal? Doesn't Portal just get completely ruined by this thing's existence? Advent of Outside, draw 2 cards, Necromancy 4, restore 4. This is a pretty good card. Ghost Dodger, 3/3/2 Rush. Last words, add that goes to your hand. This is a pretty meh card. Although it does work with the Milteo deck, so that is worth noting. Building Milteo as an OTK deck becomes more realistic the more ghost generators they add. What group reanimate targets? It's reanimate 9, not 8, so you can reanimate this guy. I don't think 9 has good targets. I mean 8 has good targets. Check. Abyss, neutral, 9 cost followers, 8+. You can reanimate the Ephemeral Demon Princess, the bronze that has Storm. You can reanimate Shakudo and evolve it. Yeah, there's no good targets though. Other than this guy, obviously. Last first draw card. This card is so... Wait, oh, it deals 1 damage. I think this card is still good. The 1 damage is kind of gross, but I think this card is still good. Abyss unfortunately got pretty shafted. They got some like decent decent engine cards. This card is like, I mean, it gives you the best token in the game. To Abyss Legends not having synergy is lore accurate. It gives you the best token in the game, I guess. That's about it. Necromancy, if you're playing it, I mean, this is good in Evo. This is good in Evo Forest. I mean, not Evo Forest, Evo Abyss. Now that I think about it, cause you don't. Well, you want to use Necromancy for what's her face? Fediel. But I guess if you have spare Necromancy, using this to draw is pretty good as well. Plus, it evolves for free, which is always nice. This card is the hardest hand check in the West. This thing is so absurdly hard to clear, it's kind of crazy. You can't use Odin, you can't use all the regular spot removals, you can't use Bane, you can't use any destruction effects. You can only trade into this with super evil followers or followers that don't get destroyed by effects. This card is crazy. You can clear it with Oluwan. I don't know, I feel like Abyss got shafted again. They got like one annoying as hell card that people are gonna complain about maybe. This card is actually pretty okay, but it's not really like game changing for Abyss either. This is like decent mode support, this is decent evil support. This card is pretty meh. This card is for the legendary, which I don't know if it's even worth running. This card is crap. He's the dude who steal a girl, that's why he has this spell. This one is actually really good though. This spell is good. I don't know if any Abyss deck has the space to run this, but it's really good. This one has potential in Milteo. This one's just generally good. It got some decent engine, but nowhere near on Imari broken levels of engine. It got no new like archetype to work with, or any big finishers. Then again, Abyss has a lot of finishers, I guess. I'm not super optimistic on these. Except this one just killing people because they can't clear it. Alright, let's get Haven. Free food for destruction. Let's see if we get enough to not get dunked on by destruction portal. Select 3 other cards on the field and destroy them. You know what's funny is that if your opponent's destruction, you are forced to pop their eggs. If you don't have amulet, if you don't have enough targets, you are forced to pop your opponent's eggs for them with this fanfare. That's actually quite funny. Like, your opponent can drop Build About, and if you're low enough, you will have to commit suicide to play this card. And then it has the ability to reduce 10 faith, to add Depths of the Alt Tome, and your faith is increased whenever an amulet is destroyed. And then the Depths of the Alt Tome is a 1-cost spell. Destroy a card on the field. If we selected an ally amulet, then you do damage to the enemy leader and add the copy of this back into your hand. The spell is crazy good. The question is whether you can get there. 10 ally amulets is a lot with 3 Sincerity of the Dewdrops to compete with. But the spell is crazy good. So I think this has potential maybe. We have Kandima here, 4/3/3. Fanfare summon a copy each of 2 random ally differently named ally amulets destroy this match with last words and base cost of 2 or less. And then Super Evolve to destroy another card. And if you destroy an amulet, AoE 3 damage. Pretty decent, pretty solid stuff. The problem is on turn 4, this thing is just a 5/5. Which is not ideal for turn 5 for a turn 4 play. If you're going first, it's fine. If you're going second, it's kind of You can use you can use the actually, let's look at what amulets we have right now before we keep going. Let's see, neutral and Haven amulets. Let's look at what amulets we have here. We have all inspired. This is my secret sauce for this deck that I'm coping with. This card goes hard. World of Games is obviously insane. Serene Sanctuary is obviously insane. This actually is pretty solid with the 1-cost spell. You get a lot of damage out of this. Absolutely not. Probably not. This one's definitely worth running. It trades over Imari's little buddies, which is quite nice. And it's a cheap amulet. This one doesn't work. This one doesn't work. Absolutely not. Definitely not that. The unfortunate thing about this is that it doesn't have last words. It still works for your faith count and you're probably still gonna run it, but it doesn't have last words, so it's a bit less abusable in this deck. Unless your goal is to make it so, is to narrow it down so that the legendary, what's her face? If you can narrow it down so that Kandima can only summon specific amulets by running less things with actual last words, and running more of these amulets that just act. That's also an option. Repose, maybe. This one's pretty solid as well. Pretty good value. That's pretty good. The fanfare on this is good. I don't know how good the engage is. Maybe. Actually, pretty solid. This one's actually pretty solid in this deck, although you can't advance the last words very well. This is a cheap amulet if you want to advance your faith. Probably worth running Unholding Vessel as well. Yeah, I mean the amulets aren't too bad. So yeah, probably targeting a World of Games and the Serene Sanctuary with this fanfare, I think, is the main idea. X cost. Wait, oh, I skipped the card, didn't I? Sublime Alt Tome. This is the world's best Sincerity of the Dewdrop target. You can erase 2 of your opponent's amulets for the price of 1 card. If you manage to get this to stick, this is actually really good, I think. If you manage to get it to stick, this is a very good amulet for this deck. If you manage to get it to stick. Even refunds you play points so you can play more amulets beside it. If you manage to get it to stick. Worshipful Crusader. Summon a Worshipful Crusader. Bane Aura, but no Rush, which is kind of eh. Aura's pretty nice though. Select enemy follow on the field and destroy it. And we finally have Crystallize back after so long. We've all been waiting for this moment. Our Lord and Savior Crystallize has returned. Countdown 3, last word, summon a Worshipful Crusader. So you can just summon this. You can Crystallize on turn 1, summon one of these two forces of Bane and Aura, which is quite good. Just play more amulets, they only have 3 transforms. I mean, that's how you have to do it, yeah, basically. Select any follow on the field and destroy it. I mean, pretty solid, I would say. I see no reason why you wouldn't run this if you're playing this deck. It's turn 1. Oh, but these get in the way of your Kandima. Well, maybe you want the followers actually. If you're playing with Skullfane, maybe you want these followers amulets. Countdown 4. Last word, draw 2 cards. Use 2 damage to our enemy follows. Oh, this one is a good amulet. You need a way to pop that amulet though. The countdown is very slow, but it's good. How many ways are there to pop? You have Kandima. But Kandima pops on super evil. Is there any other ways to pop? Draw 2 and that's not that. Is there ways to pop? No. That's a bit slow at countdown 4. I'm a bit hesitant on this countdown, but otherwise it looks pretty solid. Maybe Skullfane, yeah, but like it's all like late game stuff. Like by the time Skullfane comes down, you're already activating this thing's countdown. So it's not even that good for like early game clears. There's like no good ways to pop it early. Where's the Skullfane with Accelerate? Can they give us the Skullfane Accelerate 1 to advance countdown by 1? This costs 5/5, summon a Holy Falcon, evolve, do it again. Probably not worth running. Generating Dire, sorry. Rush Bane, this one's very good. This card is very good. I would say it's probably better than this thing actually. It has Rush. That already makes it better. But I think this is good. Definitely worth running. It's not an amulet, which is a bit concerning because you sort of want to pop 10 amulets as fast as possible and you're spending 3 play points doing something that isn't playing an amulet. I feel like you're running enough amulets, you don't even need this thing to draw amulets anymore, so probably not worth it, I don't know. Amulets also notoriously don't do anything when you draw them, so... And Holy Water, countdown 3, last word, draw a card, destroy an enemy follower. This is probably good. I feel like we had this card in Classic, but I can't remember what it would be, but this is probably good. Prostrating Coward, it's me for real, for real. When this follower enters the field, restore 2 defense to your leader. Crystallize, come down, Bane and Ward. This looks good as well. All the Crystallizers look pretty good actually. Unfortunately, they didn't consider it a good idea to put another Muse Jester and just make a Moria and Conium. Ah yes, that's the one. Alright, this one gets you draw and can advance itself. They didn't print Muse Jester yet. We can rejoice in the fact that there isn't a 1 cost that comes out with Storm and Ward. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I think it's like reasonably... It's like getting to 10 seems like by 9 seems quite reasonable, so... I think this deck has potential. Anything that makes there be less Cresthaven on my ladder, I'm happy with. Okay, I like it. I mean, it's a new deck to play with, that's always nice. I think this looks pretty decent, stuff has potential, I would say. Alright, let's look at Portal. I know Portal has Accelerate, which is very concerning because Imari is already in the game, but we shall see what else they get. Yogg-Santha, X. If there is allied follower on the field with base cost of 5 or more at depths of the LX to your hand and has Rush. Depths of the LX, 0 cost. When select an allied follower on the field with base cost of 5 or more, add a copy of it to your hand without revealing and reduce the cost of the copy by 2, by 3. You can copy the Gundam. You can copy the artifact Gundam. And then make it cost 3 less. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. You can also copy Beelzebub. I don't think Destruction has that many targets. Well, there is quite a few actually. There is Artisan. There is Congregant. There's Beelzebub. Odin. Copying Odin and discounting it seems quite strong actually. Okay, I mean interesting stuff I guess. Oh, it's a 0 cost spell for Imari. Oh, but you need a target for it I guess. You can copy Arcus. You can copy Arcus and make it cheaper. Excuse me. No. I refuse. Camisilla, Unfeeling Heart, summon a shoddy plaything and substandard puppet. Looks like those are collectible cards as well. Whenever another allied follower with a base cost of 5 or more enters the field, evolve it. Is it Evo Portal support? Super Evolve, deal X damage to the enemy follower, enemy leader, sorry, X number of allied followers on the wait, is this wait, what's the card called? That one called well, what is it called? You know the one. Calamity. Is this Calamity Portal? Are we playing Calamity Portal now? Body Plaything is this thing. Evolves for free. Substandard Puppet is this thing and evolves for free. It's Calamity, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of stats. You get a 3 with Rush, you get a 4 with Rush, and she has 9 attack herself as well. Minimum 3 damage. And it has natural synergy with Imari because of the fact that it has accelerates in this deck. I don't really... well, you can copy Xenophon. You can play 2 Xenophons in one turn with this card. I mean with this card. You can play 2 Xenophons in one turn, you hold the... If you hold the token, you can Xenophon, copy it, and then Xenophon again. Oh, but I guess you have to advance the... I guess you have to advance the Skybound art again, so you can't really do that. Unfortunate. I mean, you can just copy Arcus and it's probably strong enough. Unfeeling Elb X. Activates it hand whenever allied follower base cost by and reduces cost by 1 until the end of the turn. Evolve a random unevolved allied follower on the field. What is what? Evolve a random unevolved allied follower on the field with base cost of 5 or more. Deal 6 damage to an enemy follower. Where's the synergy? I mean, it's not awful, but like It only says copy. Yeah, you can't just copy Xenophon, I guess. It's okay, I think. I don't think it's that good though. It's only until the end of the turn, which is quite weak. And it seems like most of those cards that cost 5 or more that you are summoning, like, already evolved themselves. Like, this thing already evolves them. So it's not really worth for the spell for this. Ludicrous Ordinance. This card art is pretty nice though. I want to. Okay, I guess it's for this. We figured it out. It's for this thing. You can use it. You can use this with the spell, I guess. And after 10, do 3 damage split between all enemy followers. So there's 9 damage to board. If you evolve it, you can do another 3. That's a lot of stats. I mean, it's decent, I guess. Not amazing, eh? Accelerate 4 to summon a copy of it. But it's only a 3-4, so... Okay, actually the turn 4 play of just accelerating this and evolving it is pretty solid for the 3 damage split. Okay, so actually, the more I think about it, it's actually pretty decent. Okay. Pretty decent card. I don't know if the archetype as a whole works though. Myriad Design, summon a Ludicrous Ornament, Shoddy Plaything, and Substandard Puppet. And give them +0/+1. Oh, you use this with the Unfeeling Eld Axe. That's pretty cool. This is a very death by stats kind of deck. I mean, it's pretty decent, I guess. And you have this and the puppet to clear board. This doesn't even have puppetry trait. This seems like a pretty solid stuff for a deck that just doesn't have an end goal. 4+1, select enemy follow on the field with 3 defense or less and banish it, and has ambush. They are very, very scared to give an ambush with good stats. It's mainly for the fanfare, but then it doesn't banish it doesn't really banish anything important, I don't think, so I don't know if it's worth running. This card looks good. Someone start send the puppet, evolve this follow, or you can accelerate 3 to get 2/2/1s with rush. Oh, it doesn't have rush, never mind. This card is kind of mid. I didn't notice it doesn't have rush. I thought it was a puppet so they would have rush. 3 calls for 2/2/1s is not bad. Not amazing either. Pair it with Imari though. The fanfare is not awful. It looks like you are playing Evo with just like a bunch of like mid-range tempo into like Sandalphon and Orcus as your finishers, and probably Beelzebub somewhere in there as your finishers. It might work with Evo Portal quite decently actually, because you can play Beelzebub and copy your Beelzebub. They guarantee you have a second copy, and then once you play 2 Beelzebubs, your Sandalphon deals 20 damage. Advent of the Eld Axe, select any follow on the field, do 4 damage. If there's an allied follower in the field with base cost 5 or more, draw a card. This card is okay, I guess. Not bad. Brilliant Inventor, summon an ominous artifact. Hey, a token single piece of artifact support every expansion. Probably not good enough. Now this card makes Imari so much more miserable to play against, because now they can put a really shitty 1/3 ward that you have to get through to get to the Imari's little buddies and Imari herself. I mean, granted, you are using AoE clear to answer Imari or die anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter that much. The main body is kind of shit. Like if you're spending 6 to play a 1/3 ward to draw 3 cards, you're probably already in trouble to begin with. The accelerate is pretty good though. Mm, I think this deck can work because of Imari, and because Portal has some decent universal finishers in the top end to copy with Young Zentha token spell. It's just a mid-range like sort of package that you can run, I guess. It feels like it ends up being a very good stuff Portal deck. You just run a bunch of like decent cards, you just copy them with Young Zentha. I don't know if this beats Destruction Portal. It definitely has much more board pressure than Destruction Portal, but it's not... It doesn't consistently ping and heal as much as Destruction does. In fact, this doesn't have healing like at all, actually. Now that I think about it. Nothing crazy, but like... It doesn't seem awful either. Overall, I would say this expansion looks fun. Everything besides Abyss and probably Dragon is not really my kind of thing, but everything else looks fun to me, so I would say this expansion is a big win. I don't know about the meta impact though, because there is nothing crazy game-changing here, although there are some pretty solid cards and pieces among these cards. The biggest winner is probably Evil Forest. And maybe Amulet Haven. This feels more like a meme deck than an actually good one. This one is probably just kill your opponent with a really big Albert, the deck. Abyss got like some minor support, I mean like not minor, some decent support for all its decks, but nothing like crazy. And then Portal got a interesting package of cards that I don't know will do that well. But not bad. And I guess these exist. I'm sticking to my cope. You play this. You play this. And you use it to steal your... You play this in the Haven deck. You use it to steal your opponent's egg generators. Your eggs... You can use their eggs to A, destroy your amulets, and B, have an egg that will pop once every turn. And then after you play after you get your Lionthorn spell, you just use the Lionthorn spell to pop the egg 10 times to win the game. This is my strategy. My very advanced strategy. All you have to do is steal either Lishana or Destructive, whatever that spell is called. And if you count the number of, I believe if you play the spell 8 times, that's 16 damage, and you pop 8 eggs, which means it's exactly 20 damage, which means if you get the 2-cost spell off of Encroached World, you can actually hold the spell until turn 10 after you play Lionthorn. And as long as you have an amulet on board, you can play that amulet, turn it into an egg, and then just play her spell 8 times and it's still an OTK. That is what I'm cooking, and I'm sticking to it. And that's like, I guess, the main meme combo here. There's not really any other meme combos, I don't think. That's about it, I think. We've reviewed all the cards. Looks like a pretty solid set. Some fun stuff to play with for me. I'm happy as a Sword player, even though this is definitely not going to be a top tier deck, I don't think. Yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, that's it. That's all. That's all we're doing for today. Tomorrow the set drops. I may or may not stream it. I don't know yet. I will decide when I get there. If there is no stream tomorrow, there is no stream tomorrow. It is what it is. Yeah, anyway, that's it. That's all. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. I'm gonna rest my throat now because I think I'm gonna get a sore throat. Bye bye.